What's up, guys? Chris at Rockford Ordnance. We are adding to our range series today. The first one we brought you was the NPAP. Well, today, I love this thing. It's so cool. It is our CZ Evo Scorpion, and it's awesome. This is the pistol variant. Bought it as a pistol, so it just, instead of having the pistol brace piece, cheek piece, and brace, it just had an end cap on it. We've added the factory cheek piece to it and put on a Gearhead Works Mod 1 pistol brace in place of the buttstock. Because of course, if we put it on with the buttstock, we'd have an SBR, we'd run afoul of the law, and that wouldn't be fun. Wouldn't want to do that. So, what is it? Well, it is a submachine pistol, basically. It is semi-auto, of course. Comes in this basic configuration, like I said, without the stock, without the optic. We've also put a couple other parts on we'll go through here with you. 9mm, and just a fun gun to shoot. Very little recoil and works great. I'll bring you some videos on how we did the stock and a few other things, or brace I should say, and show you how to install all that. But we're just going to go through it here and show you our little range trip that we did with Fabrizio from ELTENDA, show you a little shooting and get you acquainted with this thing, and then we'll come back and go through all the intricacies of it. But here's us shooting it a little bit.
I keep all the proof. I don't know what you guys want to do. Just in the heads up. It could have been bad, really bad.
Flawless. We had a blast. It was running just great. To start off, the brace here, we ordered this separate. I got it in FDE, Flat Dark Earth. It is become one of my favorites. I really didn't have much in FDE, so I've been going crazy with it a bit lately. But I got this cheek rest. Actually, it did come with the stock, the butt piece, and I got that before I got the pistol because I wanted the butt piece out of here before the gun came. So could never be said that I had any intent to turn this into an SBR, which I didn't. I had this come at the same time, and we got rid of that piece, sold it off, and put this on right away. So it was they're kind of hard to find right now in black or in Flat Dark Earth, and I just happened to find them on CZ's site. They had them available, and it did say 1 per customer. So ordered that, and then I ordered the adapter. The adapter is the black part you see in here, and it's kind of like a buffer tube for a AR. It doesn't act as a buffer tube, but it slides in here and it's pinned in, and you put it in there, put the pin back in, and then tighten down your brace on there, and it's good to go. You can set it to 3 different lengths. I have it all the way in at the shortest length, and for me it's pretty good. I wanted to keep it as small as possible. The standard buttstock is adjustable. You lose that adjustability in a way. Well, you have it, but it's fixed. So kind of check out your length of pull and how you want it before you drive that pin back in, and you'll be all good. We'll bring you another video on how we did that real soon here, so you can check that out. This is the stock grip. There's a lot of aftermarket ones for it. It's angled. I kind of like the angle because it gives you some leverage against the pistol. The brace works great. You press a button. This is solid aluminum. Really like it. And it works great. It gives you the ability to fire this thing, you know, one-handed and really comfortable. Takes the weight off, puts it on your forearm, makes it really useful. So it works good. Folds, press the button on this side right here, and it simply folds in. Now on the factory setup, you've got a little magnet on the inside that when you fold it, it holds it in. But the hinge is stiff enough to where it stays in, and you can fire this like a regular pistol. It will eject over the top, which is not a problem, so it runs with it folded. That's awesome. Has ambidextrous safeties, one on each side. Now, if you look close, this is the stock safety right here. And let's see, that's in the safe position and that's in the fire position. Works the same way on the other side. The other side looks just like this, but we have replaced it with the Gearhead Works reverse safety. And the reason we did that, when it was in the fire position with the stock safety, that stock safety hung straight down. And as you would fire, I thought it wasn't gonna do it because I had heard about it, but it actually rubbed a hole in my finger here. And it hurt. And every time I shot it, it got worse and worse and worse and deeper, and finally had a scab. Scab was so heavy I could have just kept shooting it probably. But got this Gearhead Works reverse safety, and now that's safe. So from the left side I can put it into fire, and from here I can put it into safe. So fire safe, fire safe, fire safe, fire safe. Works awesome. You can sweep it up if you want to put it into the fire position, and that's the great thing. It reverses it, so in the fire position it's sticking straight out now and does not rub on our finger. So great solution to a problem that was a problem. 20 bucks and one screw and it goes in. We'll bring you another video on that. CZ does put these adjustable sights on it. Comes with a little tool to adjust them. They work wonderful. Nothing wrong with them. You can put an optic on here, a micro red dot, a few others that will co-witness with it. I chose to go with the Holosun. This is an HE510C, and I actually got this used because they're not available anymore in the flat dark earth. Found it on a forum for less than half the retail price, and it's got the green dot, which is really cool. Now it doesn't co-witness, but it works great. It's just a nice cheek weld, a big, nice open plane of view, and I love it. Went on real easy on the pick rail on top. Left these sights on because if the battery does go dead, and I doubt it will, it runs on batteries, but it's also got the solar power there. I leave it on all the time. It's like 50,000 hours or something. But it comes with the quick detach base. So if it were to take a crap, I can just pop it off in a minute or seconds and be back to the irons. Comes standard with 20 round magazines from CZ. There's 30 rounders available from CZ. There's 32 rounders available from MANTICORE arms, and 35 rounders available from MAGPUL, and there's also some available from Palmetto State Armory. I've tried all of them except the Palmetto State, and I'll give you a little report here because we did have some issues with one, and we'll get into that in a minute. So trigger on this thing is not bad. You've got a bolt release here. It's last round bolt hold open. Just slide down and it's in battery. Trigger is not bad. Heavy, definitely, you know, in the poundage range of a battle trigger, but you know, the reset is okay, everything. It's just fine for what it is. I don't think, a lot of people are putting different springs in them and stuff. I think I'm gonna leave it alone. Your mag release is ambidextrous too on both sides, one here, and this grip is adjustable fore and aft with one screw to make your trigger reach perfect for you. Well, the way I have it set up, it's perfect, and with my index finger, I just reach forward and push, and it works great. I don't have to you know, change my grip or anything, and it works magnificently. I really like it. There are on both sides loops here to add a sling. The only other thing I will add to this is probably, there's a company that makes some adapters that go in here and give you quick detach sling holes. They adapt to there and you can use it like that. So I'll probably add those. You've got pick rail on both sides and underneath. We did add a Magpul angled grip. It does come stock with, I don't know if I have it here yet. It does come stock with a hand stop that goes on up front here. That was good, and I got this figuring I'd just try it out, see how it was, and I really like it now, so we're gonna leave it. I may get some covers for these or put a light on the side. This is going to be a great home defense weapon, and I can't tell you how much fun this thing is to shoot at the range. So it's going to kind of fill those two roles, I think. Charging handles up here. Just pull it back. It does lock in up here. And let me pull the mag out. You know, to charge it, you can just give it a whack and you're good to go. Like I said, it locks back on an empty mag, and you can lock it back and up like that as well. What else? Came with this flash hider. There's a screw protector underneath here, a thread protector, I'm sorry. And when I took this birdcage off, that thread protector is rather loose from the factory. I would recommend tighten it up and put a little blue Loctite, because there have been reports of that coming off and kind of rattling around inside the bird cage, and then a bullet comes through and destroys a bunch of crap. So probably take the time. There's just a little leg here with like an indent that it indexes on. It kind of ratchets in. Just unscrew it, put a drop of blue thread lock on it, throw it back on, you're good to go. I really don't see a need for a muzzle brake. As you can see in the video here, there is very little recoil to this and very little muzzle rise. It stays on target phenomenally. We just keep on shooting, and it just keeps rolling right there like nothing. So I don't really see the need for a muzzle brake on it. For once, we're not going to spend a bunch of money on add-ons and changing things. They've done a really nice job with this gun. Neat thing about this whole setup is it comes apart kind of like an AR. You simply push in on this pin here, right here, push in, pull it out just like an AR, and the whole trigger housing comes off for cleaning, etc. You can then pop the bolt out the bottom. You just push on it and pull it out. It is a chunk of steel, let me tell you, and putting it back together is just as easy. Boom, all back together. Done. So all in all, you know, just a super little package. Let's get to some of the magazines I used with this. I bought originally a few of the standard CZ mags in 30 rounders. These are the Smoke 30 rounders. Here's one unloaded, and here's one loaded. Kind of cool, you can see the rounds in there and maybe keep a kind of a round count, see where you're at. These work flawlessly in the gun, so as do the 20 rounders. They work great. When I first got it, I bought a bunch of, I don't remember what it was, Winchester or something brass, I don't know, cheap ammo. Ran it through, and it ran great in the factory mags. I had got a load of MANTICORE Arms magazines for it. Still got a couple new in the package, but they're for the Evo Scorpion, obviously. These come in, let's see, the Flat Dark Earth. They come in clear. They come in black. Or wait, no, smoke, I'm sorry. So Flat Dark Earth, clear, and smoke, and I really wanted them because I thought the Flat Dark Earth just looks really good in the gun. So, all excited to get them loaded up. 32 rounds, by the way. 2 more rounds than the factory. They are a little bit longer, and these do have steel feed lips, unlike the factory mags. There was some reports of feed lips cracking on the factory mags after staying loaded and pressure being put on the mags, on the lips. But that seems to have calmed down on the 2nd gen, and they run fine. Most reports on these MANTICOREs were great. However, I started running them, and from fully loaded 32 rounds, I might get 2 rounds off, and then from there on out, it was a single shot weapon. It was double feeding on every round, and there was really no way to clear it without, you know, opening the bolt, shaking a round out. There'd be another one jammed. I'd have to drop the mag, get rid of that round, reinsert the mag, charge the weapon, and go again. And that was every round, all the way down to maybe when you got to 20 rounds, 18 rounds, 15 rounds, then it would start to fire fine. That was with brass 115 grain ammo, brass cased ammo. I thought, well, maybe I got to break them in. I ran roughly 500 rounds through about 3 of these mags. And while it did get a little better, I wasn't making much progress. We also had got some of the new MAGPUL mags that are out. Now these are 35 rounders. They've got holes in the side so you can see where you're at in loading them. Nice bright follower, and just a nice mag all the way around, just like, you know, they always do. They're just nice solid mags. These ran perfectly, flawless, no problem. So I'm stuck with all these. I got 8 or 9 of these things in all different colors. The flat dark earth, the clear, the smoked, and they're all double feeding, right? So we go out to range day, and I got no ammo left for this thing, or didn't bring it along, or whatever. Fabrizio brought a bunch, and he says, oh, it's steel case though. I said, I don't give a darn. I mean, it is what it is. I'm just running ammo, you know. So he brought some Wolf 115 grain and some Tula 115 grain. As you can see in the video, I loaded up and gonna try out this CZ Scorpion. We've been having some problems with the MANTICORE Arms 32 round mags. They've been double feeding. This gun's basically brand new, and it works great with the factory mags, works great with the MAGPUL mags. I've got 8 of these MANTICOREs in the FDE, the smoke, and the clear, and all of them are double feeding on me. As they get down toward like 20 rounds, they'll feed better, but they're all pretty much double feeding until they get down to there. So we're gonna try it out. That was with brass ammo, it was double feeding. I've got some steel in here. I'm not wondering, because there seems to be a little more friction on the steel, that maybe it won't double feed. So we'll see here. Let's try her out. Wish me luck. Ha! What do you know? What a difference. What a difference. I kid you not, guys, before, same 115 grain bullet, but brass case, and it would double feed every round. It was a single shot weapon, had to remove the mag to clear the jam, the whole 9 yards, get it back in. That just ran phenomenal. Steel case Tula, outstanding. I'm happy now. It runs flawlessly, no problem. Mag after mag after mag after mag. Now, it may have been that those broke in, but I did shoot one mag that I only had either 0 or maybe 1 loading through it, and they ran perfectly. I'm thinking. So guys, we're gonna keep running these MANTICORE Arms mags with this steel case. We were running some Tula and some Wolf steel case 115 grain. And it seems to have solved the problem with these MANTICORE mags. It ran great. So let's see how this one goes. This one's a brand new mag. Never had nothing put through it that I know of. We'll see. perfection. I am happy, happy, happy. I'm thinking they're just not as slick as the brass cases, so they're not coming out as easy, you know. They ran great. They ran great in the factory, in the Magpul, and especially in the MANTICORE. So I guess I'm good to go. I'm going to try some brass again. I got my hands on some brass. We bought some cheap MagTech ammo. We're going to run that. Got some more Tula and got some other stuff. We're going to try it with everything and just run the piss out of this thing. It's that much fun. Just keep pounding away. And by the way, it's accurate too. At 25 yards, it's just tearing a hole in the target. I mean, there's nothing left. It's just super, super fun to shoot. So other than that little bit of mag problem, everything on this gun is great. And you know, we discovered the problem with the safety, and Gearhead works to the rescue. It's awesome. Like I said, I think the only other change I'll make is the adapters for the quick release sling. Maybe a grip, because it is kind of smooth. You got some, not checkering, but you know, some lines molded in here. It's okay. I like the angle. I just might like something with a little better grip, so maybe we'll mess with that. And I might put some covers on the side here just to round it out a bit. It's very thin. This thing seems to be a workhorse, seems to be a beast, seems to, nothing hurts it, nothing stops it from running. We're just gonna have a blast with this thing. So I'll bring you the other videos with what we did to it and how we did it and how it's really simple, guys, really simple. I almost don't even need to do a video, just tell you how to do it. It's like one screw and everything's easy on this thing. So here, that's just another toy we brought for range day. I'm happy to show it to you, and we'll bring some more videos, let you know how it's going and how it's running and if we make any changes. If I were to make a recommendation, and again guys, I don't get anything free, everything you see is on my dime. I would recommend everybody have one of these in their toy box because it is that much fun. So check it out. They come in all kinds of colors, the flat dark earth, black, gray, OD green, which is cool. I got a lot of OD green. I like OD green. Almost did it to match my AR and some other stuff, but I thought I like the FDE, and this kind of worked out cool. I just think this whole package, and we'll do, I get this from Fabrizio, we'll do a little flyby here. It's just really, really cool little gun. And I love the fact that it folds and makes it even smaller and more compact and really nice to carry. What a great trunk gun with the mag out. Throw it in a backpack, anything, and you got a lot of firepower behind you. So it's awesome. I got this cool little case for it. It's like a briefcase, and everything goes in there. Handles, like, I got a dozen mags in there, a few hundred rounds of ammo, and the gun, and it looks like a big computer case kind of. So really a neat setup. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed us shooting it. We'll get you some better video and us out having fun with it, and hopefully plinking some steel and some other stuff. Let us know what you want to see. If you got any questions, please ask. This thing's really simple, and I'm happy to ask questions or answer questions and give you advice on some of the aftermarket pieces that we found that work really, really well. Happy to give you advice. Hey, we hit 400 subscribers. Unbelievable. Like a month ago, I was at 200. We doubled it. It's starting to go exponential, guys. Please recommend it to your friends. Like, subscribe, hit the bell down there so you get notifications of all our videos. We also have started a Patreon page. I don't know how many of you like to watch my ramblings, but it does cost money to go out and do these things. The guns, the ammo, the travel time, all that stuff. You know, think of it as a tip. If you get some good tips out of this, these videos, you'll learn something, you like what you're watching, you look forward to it, it's like leaving me a tip. And I promise you one thing, every penny of it goes back into stuff to show you on the channel. So if you are feeling generous enough and you like what you see, please check out our Patreon page, Rockford Ordnance, and you can do as little as $1 a month and up from there. So we'd certainly appreciate it. I don't have any Patreon patrons yet. We just launched it, but hopefully we get a few, and it just helps out a little bit. Anyhow, guys, thanks again as always. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We are next week, Tuesday, going to have a live stream as well. We're going to start at 7 o'clock Central Time. So tune in, check it out, and it should be a lot of fun. Until then, Rockford Ordnance out. I am happy, happy, happy.